All right, let's give you an update on some of the housing inventory in Houston. It is October 30th, one day before Halloween, and I want to show you just a particular area of Houston, and we're going to try to see what homes are available in that area. Now, you got Houston right here, close to the Gulf of Mexico or America, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to zoom in on a particular area that's downtown Houston right here. I'm going to go west of I-10 here, which is one of the main highways in Houston. And then I want to show you right here, this area right here. I'm going to go and get my pen so you can understand where we are. Now, all the way up here, this is I-10. And we're going to concentrate on this area south of I-10. East of Highway 6 on this area. Now down here on the bottom you have West Timer Road, and right here you have Beltway 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my colors. So now we're talking about the Energy Corridor, West Memorial, and all this area here. Now let's look at what is available. Now when you see all those little green houses, that means that those are homes that are currently on the market. Now, as you can see, right here, this area right here on the top left corner is where the main big oil companies have some of their headquarters. BP is there, Phillips, ConocoPhillips is also there, and now you have all this area. Now you have this is Buffalo Bayou right here in the green. And now that marks a big divide between all this area. Now, as you notice right here, there's a whole bunch of homes for sale. Now, this is the Energy Corridor down here. This is Eldridge Parkway. Now, Briar Forest, and now up north of the bayou, you have Memorial West and very nice exclusive area. Now, one of the main differences that you see in these areas is that when you go right here, let me get my pen back up. Right here, when you divide this area on Eldridge Parkway, now this is Buffalo Bayou to Beltway 8, and then I-10 over here. All this area here is serviced by Spring Branch ISD. Now notice that there are not a lot of homes available on that area. Now, when you come right here, let me go ahead and remove this. All this area here, south of the bayou, Eldridge Parkway. And I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to come here and I'm going to go on Buffalo Bayou all the way to Highway 6, all the way down here to West Timer, and then to Beltway 8. Now, this area is serviced by Houston ISD. Now, there are a lot of homes available in that area. Now, this little corner here is a little bit complicated. So, let me see if I can delete here my lines, and I'm going to tell you right here on this area, we have some of the homes on this area will be serviced by Katy ISD. Now, some homes will be serviced by Houston ISD down here, and right here on Memorial, on Eldridge Parkway and Memorial, that going that way, that goes to Spring Branch. Now let's look at some of the homes available. Now, first of all, you can see that there is a big difference on the amount of homes being sold south of the bayou on all this area of the Energy Corridor, and especially here on this area. Now, if I roll over my mouse here, you can kind of see the price point of those homes. And we're going to take a couple of looks onto some of these homes. So you can see the differences, right? Now, right here, when you cross that bayou up north, now you're going up in price. The price point is a lot higher. Now, this area here has a lot of different prices. You have homes all the way up, and then you have homes that are not as expensive. Now, right here, let me get my pen back up here. Now, this area here, it is the area that we call the neighborhood that is called Lakes of Parkway and the Parkway. Now, this area here is very thought after for relocation. People coming from oil and gas companies. So when you look up here in this area, then you have homes. This is a gated community. You have homes all the way up onto the $1 million, right? And now this corner here is homes more affordable, and then there are other homes that have a lot of potential. Now I want to show you a few homes on all this map here. Now we're just looking at what is available here on this area of Houston. Is the Energy Corridor and Memorial West. Now I want to take a look at this home right here. It goes for $1,285,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm gonna click on it. We're gonna look at that listing right here, and we are going to see some of the pictures. Looks like a very nice remodel home. Nice hardwood floors. Has a lot of updates and details, right? Now look at that accent wall right there on the back. Now they updated some of the pictures right there up on the ceiling, and it has a lot of nice details. Now most of the homes on this area have been either remodeled or they are new construction. Now I'm gonna head back to my map right here. So this is that area here. Now, when you go right here onto this corner of the Energy Corridor, you have homes that, yes, they did, most of them did flood when Harvey happened. Now, the good thing about that is that when they flooded, now a lot of them got remodeled and they got the upgrades. Now, this one here is sitting at a price point of $950,000. Let's take a look at that home. Right here, it looks very classic on the outside. Let's look at some of the pictures. Very nice with the, I'm gonna go back, with the stucco. You got your shingle roofs. Very nice open kitchen. That's your primary bedroom facing the outside. Updated bathroom, primary bathroom, and they have high ceilings. And a lot of the homes on this area, I'm gonna close this picture here. I'm gonna go back to my map, and a lot of the homes on this area right here, let me go back to my pen. A lot of the homes on this area did flood during Harvey. Now that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Now the good thing about it is that they did got remodeled and updated, and they were totally turned down, and then they rebuild them, and that's why you have a different price point on that area. Now right here south of the bayou is a more affordable area depending on the exact neighborhood that you look for. Now this is Briar Forest down here, Elridge Parkway, and that's Buffalo Bayou. Now this area here, Briar Hills, also got a lot of water during Harvey, but you know, they remodeled those homes. So let's take a look at one of these homes. As you can see, the price point is a little bit lower than when you cross all the way up north of the bayou. Let's look at this home right here, $499,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So let's look at the pictures of that beauty. This home has been remodeled, updated. Now this home just hit the market not too long ago. They did flip it. It looks very nice. They painted all the outside. They added the accent with the black color and some of the woodwork on this side. And it is a very nice home in that price point. They remodeled this home. I'm going to show you a couple of more pictures. Looks very nice, very open. Now homes in this area will have a very nice floor plan because all of them are different. This is not a cookie cutter neighborhood. You got that nice stairs going all the way up there. And as you can see, you know, these homes is listed for 499,000 at this point. Now I'm gonna go back to my map. So we have seen homes on this area. We saw a home in this area right here. Now I'm gonna show you lakes of parkways and the parkway. I'm gonna come back to my pen. Now all this area, as you can see, all those lakes right here goes down here, goes up on Elridge, Briar Forest. Now this area is very well thought after by Relocation. Now it's a gated community, it's fairly big, has a lot of lakes, has a lot of amenities, and it's very nice for people that are relocating, because particularly they do have their kids going to private school here in the village, in that area, or even the Catholic school right here in this area. Now let's check out one of those homes right here. I'm gonna see, I have this one at 999,000, $1,129,000, and $2,497,000. I'm gonna click on this one. Now these homes on this area are built by Kikarillo. Let's look at the pictures. Now these sit more on the traditional side. These homes are big, and they have a lot of the upgrades that a lot of people are looking for. So you got your pavers on the driveway, very open front. Let's look at this home. Now you have your lakes here on the back. Now this home has a huge backyard, has no pool, but there's a community pool in this area, which is very nice. Actually, it's just one pool. You have a couple of tennis courts, and you know, it's a gated community, so a lot of the kids that live in this area, they just go out there and walk, go to the main clubhouse, go to the pool, go to the tennis courts. They enjoy. Now these homes sit more on the traditional side, depending on when they were built. Now, as you can see, you know, you got your high ceilings, very open space. Now this one has some details here on the ceiling that, you know, I'm not a big fan of them, but well, it has them. That's nothing big to change. Now look at this office space, very high ceilings. You got your shutters, super nice. Now this is the view from the second floor down to the main living room. Very open, wide windows, lots of natural light. Check it out. Very traditional kitchen, huge kitchen island, and you got, most of these homes will have top of the line appliances. All right, and then I'm gonna go back to my map, and I'm gonna show you a home on this area. So just to recap, now let me just go ahead and zoom in so we can see the homes right here. So just to recap, we saw a home here on Fleetwood, all this top left area. We saw a home here on West Memorial, Briar Hills, as well on Lakes of Parkway. And now we're gonna go east of Elridge. Let me get back to my pen. We're gonna go east of Elridge and Briar Forest, down that way to where we have a lot of homes available. Now let's see what we can find here. Now, as you can see, the price point is a lot lower. Now, these homes are still nice. Now, these homes tend to be on the old side, but a lot of them have been remodeled. And then if they haven't been remodeled, they have a good price where you can say, you know what, I'm gonna go in and remodel these homes. So let's check this one out. Now, however, you can still find homes on a higher price point here. Especially if they are closer to the value and they sit on you know, very secluded neighborhoods within this area. Now let's check this beauty out. Let's see, 579,500. I'm gonna go and zoom in again. 579,000 right here north of Briar Forest. We have this home. Let's go ahead and check some pictures out. Now, as I said, these homes were built a while ago, but a lot of them have been remodeled. Now, this one has a very huge front yard. You got your secluded patio right there in the front. You got your entrance, and then here you go. This home has been remodeled. You can tell by the handrail on the stairs. Very nice. They replaced the flooring on this one. Now these homes have a very unique floor plan. And let's see, you know, you have your cathedral ceiling with the exposed beam. Very nice fireplace. Now this type of fireplace is super cool because it's just brick, and then it will be super nice if you can, you know, change the color and give it an accent color. There you go with your exposed beams again. So there's a lot of options around this area. Now you have your upstairs here. Now you got a nice open kitchen that faces the living room, and you have your dining table. And this kitchen, as you can see, has been updated. Now let's go back to my map, and as we are looking just at this area right here, I'm going to go back to my pen. We have Highway 6. This is Westheimer Road. This is Sam Houston Tollway or Beltway 8, and this is I-10. So there's a lot of homes available as of October 30th in this area. As you can see, less home available here north of the bayou. Spring Branch service that area. A lot of homes down here south of the bayou, all the way down to Westheimer and the corner of Highway 6 and Westheimer. Now Houston ISD service this area, and then we have that good corner where there are some schools that go to Katy ISD, and the rest will go to Houston ISD. So I know that this might be a little bit confusing for you right now, but now I wanted you to see how many homes were available on all this area, and just a difference on the type of homes and price point. Now, if you have any particular question about a particular area, just, you know, shoot me an email so I can prepare a little analysis for you. All right.